Today I want to talk to you about updating the outdated. Let me explain where this video is coming from. We have been in our house for 20 years. It was 20 years this month. And I have updated all the rooms in the house except the bathroom. And it is time. We've got the camel colored paint, we've got the old outdated gold fixtures, and we have the giant spa tub that could honestly fit a family of 5. And it's time to update it. And I have been on Pinterest like a mad woman trying to get ideas on how to update. Now, there's other things in our life that often need updates too, and maybe that's a hairstyle. Maybe some of us are still walking around with mom jeans and Jennifer Aniston hairstyles. So many things in our personal life that can need updates, but there's another thing that needs updates, and that is our mind and our mindset. We often have self-limiting beliefs from long ago that we bring into the present. They're outdated. Thoughts like, I'm too old to do that, or I'm not pretty enough, or I'm too fat, or I'm not smart enough. All of those old mindsets are completely outdated. We also have baggage that's outdated. The hurts that we carry around with us, the chips on our shoulders, the unforgiveness. There are prejudices, and now prejudices are never in style, but certainly prejudice that have followed us, they need to go. Intolerances, they need to go. A funny thing happened to me personally as I got older. I finally embraced, after years and years, and I finally embraced who I was. And I quit caring about what other people thought of me. Now, ironically, had that mindset been with me from the get-go, it would have saved me a lot of pain. I could have gotten down to what's important in life, and that's living out my unique purpose, that's making a difference, and that's being a light to others. But I didn't. For years, my confidence was at an all-time low. I looked to other people for acceptance. I looked at other people and compared. And I was held back from a lot of good stuff, and it was a big fat waste of my time. So when I could have been standing out, I was busy trying to fit in. When I could have been speaking my mind, I was staying quiet. And when I could have been walking my own walk, I was busy comparing myself to others. Now here's the deal. When you want to update your outdated thinking, the first thing that you really need to do is to begin questioning that thinking. Be like that little toddler who specializes in the why, how come, the why not questions. And ask yourself things like, why do I believe that? Or who told me that? Or why don't I think I can? Or when did I start believing that? Or why do I care so much what other people think? So just like I have been digging into Pinterest for all kinds of tips and tricks on how to update my bathroom, I want to give you some tips and tricks that I have personally used to update my outdated thinking. One is to find an anchor. Now, when I say an anchor, you know what an anchor does. An anchor holds a ship in place so it doesn't, wander across the water, if you will. Well, an anchor does that to us. It's something that can hold us back to the truth so that our mind doesn't wander. So an anchor for you might be a picture of something that you want to accomplish, or something that you have already done but you've forgotten. You're too afraid to do it again. I have a picture of myself on a cliff in Utah with my arms outstretched, and it's an anchor for me because I am deathly afraid of heights, like peeing my pants afraid of heights, but I did it. And it reminds me, this anchor reminds me that I can do scary things. Or maybe it's a song that pumps you up and just gets you going. That can be an anchor to remind you of what you want to be or what you once were. Here's another thing that you can do. Another thing that I did was to change my view. Look at that old, outdated mindset, that prejudice or that intolerance, and ask yourself, is this really what I want to believe for the rest of my life? Is this something I want to show the people who are watching me the rest of my life? Look at it from a different angle and change your view. Here's one that's super important, and I talk about this all the time, and that is to slow down. We as humans are going. We got to get her done. And we have that mindset so often that we don't slow down enough to think of the outdated mindsets that we need to let go. So slow down enough so that you can intentionally do some introspection and ask those questions. Why not, how come, when? Here's another tip. Take back the power. Take back the power that limiting belief, that old, outdated whatever has over you. When you continue to walk through life with something that is old and outdated, you are doing a disservice to the people around you who need you to be all that you can be so that you can make a difference in your world. So take back the power. The last one would be to have different responses ready. Instead of going, yeah, I can't do it, say something like, wait a second, yes, I can. Why can't I? Or, I don't have anything to prove to anybody. Of course I can. So I don't have to tell you that life goes by so fast in a blink of an eye. In a blink of an eye. In fact, I'm going to drop something in the comments below that is something it's just a little activity that you can do with a grid to see how fast your life is going by. It goes by in the blink of an eye. So the question to ask yourself is, what do you want to tell? What would you tell your 20-year-old self? What would you tell your daughter or your niece? What are the things that you would do different? How would you believe and think differently? So there is good news. We can't get the past back, but we certainly can take charge of our future. And we can do everything we can to ensure that it's a bright one. So today is the day for you and for me to update the outdated thinking that we have. I hope you'll join me. Thank you so much for watching.